Okay chaps, welcome to the flight deck. We're doing a little flight today from Girona, northern Spain, Lima Echo Golf Echo, down to Tenerife South, Golf Charlie Tango Sierra. We are flying in Iberia, A320. And let's have a look outside, let's give you a look at it. It's a beautiful plane. There we go. We're all set up, ready to go. We're taking off from runway 19, flying the Mamuk 2 Golf departure, which will take us out over, that's where what? Stand 2. The Mamuk 2 departure will take us south towards Calella. That's the Calella VOR. That's where we'll be holding for any engine trouble. And northwest towards Mamuk, then across Spain, and down south, down towards Valencia, down towards Malaga, passing north over Gibraltar, across Atlantic and down into Tenerife, where we shall be doing an ILS approach at the runway 7 at Tenerife South, but that's the second part of the video. So anyway, let's get back on the flight deck and let's see what we've got. Okay, let's have a look. Right, like I said, everything's all set up. The weather today is, the wind is 200 at 9 knots, 160 vapor at 250, good visibility, few clouds at 2, broken at 3, 25 degrees, QNH is 1017. All the boxes set up, everything's done, our flight plan's in, no discontinuities, our fuel's all organised, radnav's coded in for Girona, and now we're just sitting waiting for pushback. Let's see what we've got. Let's have a look over overhead panel. Okay, we've got our fuel pumps all on, we've got our seatbelt signs on, ground controls on, APU bleeds on. We're doing a PAX off takeoff today, and it's a flaps 1. Let's have a look. Flaps 1 with a flex temperature 53, and it's up 0.1 on the configuration. So let's get back to our flight plan. Our takeoff weight is 73.3 tonne. The zero fuel weight is 60.3. We'll have a headwind of 22 knots on average. So that's looking good. So now we'll just call for pushback, which I've already started the sequence. Initial climb is flight level 170. Sorry about the stuttering. So we'll continue with our pushback. Continue pushback. So we're going to be going nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release parking brakes. Engine ignition to start.
All engines clear. Start at full.
Beacon light on. That's us moving. Take that cube off so you can see what's going on, get a good view. So we'll go with engine 1 start, and 2's coming up. Brilliant, get rid of the first officer's AFB. Put TCAS to all, it's on standby. There we go, push it left. Don't know why that came up. Okay, N2's rising, but it's 8%. It's coming up nicely. A few airplanes at the airport today. This is the bog standard Girona from Asobo. Well, it's not bad. Seen better, seen worse. Okay, that's engine 1 up and running, stabilised. We'll start engine 2. Where's he going? Let's stop the pushback there. I think he's been on the jungle juice him.
Except parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for immediate install.
Okay. Glitchy. Don't know what's happening here. We'll confirm good engine start just so we're not hung around too long.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Okay. Engine 2's up and running. That's stabilised. Okay. Engine mode to normal. Engine 2's available. Got the terrain on the HD, first officer's HD today because there is some mountains about. Get the airport on.
Looking here.
Okay, so we'll APU bleed off. Master switch off. We'll do a flight controls check.
Total disconnecting. Bypass pin remover.
Full left. Full right.
Right is clear.
Full up. Center. Full down. Center. Full left rudder. Center. And full right rudder. Center. Let's check what performance. Up 0.1. So we'll just turn the trim wheel. Up 0.1. That'll do us. Back to flight plan. We've got a direct on the first officer's Mach 2, just in case we need to change. Okie doke. So we'll go with flaps 1. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brakes to full. Give him a little wave. Adios. Everything's looking good. Looking good. Okay, let's go with taxi lights. Nose wheels steering to taxi. We don't need runway turn off today because it's daylight. Seatbelt signs are on. Not using checklist again. I should do, but I'm not. Just for the quick departure tutorial for you. So now we need to head up to the top of runway 19. Let's get that on. Which way we're going? We shall be going left here on the Golf 4, then on the T5 taxiway, which runs up here, and we're going right to the top, and we'll be holding it Echo 1 before departure. So let's get this baby moving. Let's release parking brakes. A little bit of power to get her going. Quite a weight today. We are 73.4 tons at the moment. A bit more power. I need to turn predicted wind shear on. Yeah, that's quite heavy, so we need a bit more power off. We're moving for the turn. There we go, that's enough power. Then start the timer for the block time. Okay, so we're going to turn here on the Tango 5. We'll be heading right down to the bottom. Get a bit of power on this. Get a taxi in quicker. Get up to about 15 to 20 knots ground speed on the taxi. Let's do a takeoff configuration test. Good. We'll put our wind shear on. That's it. A few clouds around today, nothing major. Little bit of a crosswind on takeoff. There's 15 knots, 16 knots ground speed. There's the mountains. There's some behind we. Try and keep on the centre line, Tom. So we get a better view. Got the pilot view. Down to 10 knots, give it a bit of power. Too slow. After takeoff we have a 16-mile run up. We have to be above 4,200 and then we'll start a right turn to Mamuk where we have to be above flight level 130. Excuse me. TCAS is still standby. I'll just show you the departure chart there for a quick second. There you go, that's for departure. Straight ahead, down to 16 mile from Golf India Romeo, which is Girona. Then we'll stop a right turn at Kalala, just before Kalaya, which is Charlie Lima Echo. And then we'll head up to Mamuk and we'll have to be above flight level 130. I have a new mouse today, so things are looking a bit better. We'll have our first officer today, Odie, the Jack Russell, being quiet for a change. He's a yappy little thing. He likes to yap when I'm recording. Okay, we're just getting distracted a bit there. We'll line up and wait, there's nothing on approach. 18 knots on the taxi. Getting distracted again. Excuse me. A coffee burp. So we're going to flex temperature takeoff at 53. Pretty much a headwind, tiny bit of crosswind, not much, it's only 9 knots wind, so our rotation speed today is 151. 140 is the V1. I think we'll go with a rolling takeoff, so we'll give ourselves clearance. Nose wheel to take off. We'll turn our TCAS on. We'll get my strobes on once we get out this turn. So it's a rolling takeoff. I've actually done this before in real life in a Britannia years ago in a 737-200. I've actually done a rolling takeoff. Let's get them strobes on. Strobes are on. So like I say, it's a rolling takeoff. Okay, I'll keep quiet now, let you hear them engines. Everything's good. Touch of brakes just to slow down for the turn. Let's start a chrono. Let's power up to 50% in 1. Oh, there's 50%. Let's go with flex. We're a whole little bit shaky. Go. So flex SRS runway. I don't know why it keeps coming out of a flex gate. Probably have to adjust that. Okay. There's V1, let's rotate. Okay, positive rate, gear up. It just won't stay in the gate, don't know why. A little bit of wind blowing around. We'll go with autopilot so we can have a bit of view. There's a Mediterranean over in the distance. Nice scenery using Rex Active Seasons. Makes a massive difference, highly recommend. So on the climb, should be getting thrust reduction any moment. There we go, leave our climb. Pull our nose down a bit there. It was supposed to be the packs take off, no packs, but I forgot to do it. Checklist again, can't emphasise enough. Right, let's disarm the ground spoilers, auto brake off. Let's turn off the nose wheel steering light. Okay, we're climbing up the S speed. Pretty slow climb, let's go with standard. Not forgetting we're quite heavy. We still have 10 mile before we get to our turn. Need to get our backsides up there. There's the Med again, beautiful. This is all the Retamon, Blanes, Calais, Pineda, Santa Susana. I used to work around there when I was younger. Calais and Malgrat de Mar when I was a young lad. Okay, let's go flaps up. Starting to come to the clouds now. Beautiful climb out. Let's take a quick peek at what Iberia. Very nice. Just gonna climb a little bit steeper now. The flight deck. We are climbing at 2,000 feet per minute, up to 250 knots. We're clearing all the mountains now into the clouds. Let's release the cabin. I'll get a bit higher before we release the passengers. Nicely in the clouds. Breaking through, we've got traffic over here. It's just disappeared. There he is. I don't know who he is. Okay, so we're passing 5,500. We're in the climb gate. Heading towards Calais, which is just ahead of us. Let's have a little peek over the top of the dash. There's Calais to the right, just north, just over there. Beautiful little town. Brilliant for a holiday. Plenty of bars, restaurants, nightclubs. Excuse me. The turn's coming up now. Beautiful clouds. Well done, Osovo, well done. Don't look very grainy today. I do believe that was Kalila we've just seen there. I've got it wrong before. There's my turn. Very good. Let's have a look about. Nice live view with Iberia. Okay, let's get back on that flight deck and get organised. Okay, so we're coming up on flight level 10, so landing lights off, release the cabin. Really I should wait till the turn finish, but just for quickness, just to show you. And now we're heading to Mamuk. I'll show you that on the chart. That's us there. Heading up to Mamuk, which is 27.9 miles from Kalea. We have to be above flight level 130. It's all looking good, as it should. Accelerating up to 326 knots. And take terrain off on the HD now, the pilot's ND, sorry. We'll uncode it, the Girona from the box. I've got 21 miles to Mamuk. Recommend this mouse I've just getting yesterday. Razor Viper ultimate, very good. Made a massive difference to the flight deck. I haven't had the old flashing cursor since. Might have just been the mouse I was using. There's Barcelona over there. There's Barcelona Airport, and that's Barcelona itself. Amazing place. Been to a new camp a few times when I worked in Spain. Passionate, very, very passionate. So let's clear out what we're fixing for. Clear out Girona. Don't need that now. And once we get into the cruise, I shall start setting the box up for the descent into Tenerife. And that is how we do that, guys. That is a departure from Girona, Lima Echo Golf Echo. Just take it up at 260. And I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a quick little tutorial for you. I'm going to do more different airports, takeoffs and arrivals, flying different stars and SIDs. And just to keep you all updated for you guys who are learning. So I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let us know how I'm doing, because I'm learning as I'm going still. Have a good day, chaps. Thank you very much.